Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for February 2023. This is going to be for Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could certainly have planets in the sign of Capricorn. You may have been intuitively guided, something just made you click and you're like, I don't even think I have Capricorn in my chart. But you might, or your guides wanted you to watch a reading for a message. So whatever brought you, I say welcome. Just real quick, I want to let you know that I am doing this on my daughter's channel, Jenny Love Tarot, which you would know that. And I am Archangel Guidance, aka Sandy. My channel was hijacked. Ridiculous. So my daughter's been kind enough to let me share with her, and I think that my subscribers will find us here. But if you're new and you like live readings, we are going to start collaborating together, going live, and you'll have two people helping to answer your questions. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because half the time, if you don't hit the bell, you don't get the notifications. I don't know, but I leave it up to you. All right, Capricorn, you are the last sign for the month because you're at the beginning for the following. I want to give a shout out to my granddaughter, Faith, who is on December 26th, as many of you know. It's really the only Capricorn, except my daughter has a good friend who's a Capricorn. But anyways, let's get into your reading. We're going to use 4 different decks. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle, get our words of wisdom. We're going to use the Angel Tarot, somewhat like an oracle. We're going to use the Trove Dreams for your main spread. I really like that deck for you. And we're going to clarify with the Crystal Vision. I feel like they're kind of opposites. And I like clarifying with, opposite types of decks. Okay, I feel like I just piece of hair somewhere. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to start with Mother Mary. Everything's pre-shuffle, guys, but I like to give it a shuffle with you here also. Let's give them a cut. The great thing about my daughter and I collaborating is she loves doing the shorter version readings, like 20 minutes and below, and even though I would love to do that, I'm always the longer version. So you get 2 for the price of 1. Well, really, they're free. Alright, we got 2 Mother Mary cards. We have Jesus. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. And we have health. Some of you may be concerned about your health and others' health. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. How nice. Jesus comes out. I pray for Jesus' help in this situation. And then immediately, it's like my prayers for healing miracles have not only been heard, but they're being answered. Okay. We'll read from the end. We'll read from the book at the end of the reading. Bring in the Angel Tarot. It's the Angel something Tarot, but I always forget the second word, so I've just been leaving it out. Alright, let's go ahead and shuffle. I've been telling people I do recommend this deck for people. I wish I knew the other name now, the real name of it. But I do recommend this deck for those who are just starting out in Tarot, or you're trying to learn the cards, because it does have the wording right there. Okay, well, we got a lot. We're going to take them, though. We're just going to add them into the spread. Alright, we have Justice. Card of Libra. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. Justice, Major Arcana. Then we have, I think it's the Three of Pentacles. The only thing I don't like about the deck is the colors. Anyways, do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent reputation. Wow. The World. The next chapter. I feel like the World represents 2023. And everything new that's beginning. This is going to be such a spiritual year. This is also a year where you really want to, it's like where we need to go inward. And it's not really to do work. That's where our signs are at. That's where our, your intuition. Because I feel like this is exactly how we're going to be guided this year. So we have the World. A brilliant success. A time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment. Freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself. You earned this next portal, this next opportunity. Okay. Then we have the Five of Cups. Focusing on the negative. Things not turning out the way you anticipated. Forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for hidden blessings. This Five of Cups is mirroring the Justice card. And then we got the Empress. So you have three major arcanas that came out. And listen, I feel like a lot of you, this is about reaching the vibration of the Empress. Let's read what it says here. Take time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Very successful. Abundance and prosperity. Coming under justice. Justice can certainly talk about the cutting of ties. The Five of Cups over here. It could talk about also the change within your focus. Because in the Five of Cups, I am focusing on what I have lost. And what the Five of Cups is asking for, because it's a five, is asking for change, is for you to start thinking or looking at your life at all that is yet to be. Right? Like something may not have gone your way. But I do feel like you're overcoming it. I love having the Three of Pentacles with the Empress here because, listen, if you're I want to say working with your hands, but it doesn't have to be your hands. Like anything creatively, I feel like, wow, it's going to be abundant for you. Now, in the month of February, well, maybe I'm just beginning in the month of February, but some of you, you're like seeing the fruits of your labor. All right, let's bring in the Trove Dreams. One of the reasons why I like using a few different decks is I do like to look for synchronicities. Sometimes we see that two people have similar paths, and it can explain a lot. But let's see. All right, first of all, let's bring these up. Let's bring the lid down. And let's shuffle. All right. Three of Swords. Three Swords under the Three of Pentacles. Next to that, the Ten of Cups. But the Ten of Cups is coming under the World. So I feel like this Ten of Cups doesn't exist yet. The person in the Five of Cups, they're focusing on sometimes who I've lost, what I've lost. But there's two cups yet to be discovered within that Five of Cups. It's just the person just has to change their focus, and start really looking at all they can be. Yes, I've lost. But maybe some of the loss was a blessing. Not all of it. Some were hard lessons. But nonetheless, I feel like a change of focus changes everything. This Ten of Cups is under the world. It just means that it's part of the chapter that is opening up. Some of you, I also feel like you may have lost a job. But in the same breath, I feel like if that's the case, then I feel like intuitively, sorry, I broke my foot and I have to keep moving it around. But I feel like intuitively, you're like guided onto this new type of journey, you know, like almost like I was an accountant, and I'm just using that for an example. Like I was an accountant, which is very much using my analytical mind, and now I'm moving into a much more creative type energy, where I'm using my wisdom and again my hands, my voice, my lessons. But this is also talking about the house of harmony here, the house of love. Let's keep going. I feel like there's a few out there who may have lost a mother figure, a mother or grandmother or an older sister, that type of energy. But I have to tell you, I feel like if that's the case, they have stepped forward. And, you know, and I feel like it almost doesn't feel fair that I lost them. Like there's something within that energy of like just doesn't feel fair. But I feel like it, you know, it's hard to say this, but I feel like it was just written, you know, it had been pre-written, so to speak. And I'm saying that because they are a major part of helping you to find this Ten of Cups. All right. Well, hello, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups under that Five of Cups, but also under the World, and next to the Ten of Cups. We have the Four of Cups, Holy Cups. Four of Cups. Alright, let's talk about the Four of Cups for a second before we move on, because the Four of Cups can be the energy where I'm not really being proactive in my own life. You know, maybe I've been stuck in this Five of Cups energy again, focusing on, you know, what I have lost. Listen, some of you may have gone through a nasty divorce, and you may have lost. But I feel like, yes, you lost there, but I feel like you're still yet to gain even more than what you have lost, if that makes sense. Four of Cups says use your spiritual discernment as it relates maybe to this Ace of Cups coming in. Could be someone of the past, but I don't want to just focus on that yet. Oh, what is going on? Then we have the Hangman. Maybe that's why I'm like, I don't want to focus on that yet. The Hangman is a pause in action. What is up with my cards? Okay. Why? Why is the Hangman in the pause state? Well, the Three of Swords is right above it. So I feel like, and especially over here, my prayers are being answered. Healing miracles. You know, healing miracles have been heard, and they're being answered. So I feel like what's happening here, a couple different things. First of all, I feel like someone did lose a job, but I feel like you're being guided to something just feels completely different, like a completely different type of atmosphere. Maybe you're working from home, and maybe you'll just fall in love with that. Now, I also feel like this is talking about love with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups right there. How could it not be? And the world bringing in the Ten of Cups. That means it hasn't happened yet. Now, it doesn't mean you haven't had a Ten of Cups, you know. Listen, we usually love more than one person in our lifetime. But sometimes that Ten of Cups falls apart. Well, this cup, sitting right next to it's unconditional love. And it's mirrored by the Empress. So for some of you, it's almost like, I want to say like you feel ready. You feel ready. Or, well, do you feel ready? Because then I'm looking at the Four of Cups and the Hangman. Maybe I'm getting there. I'm getting close. Alright, let's keep going. We have the King of Swords. I have to say, King of Swords has been making an appearance in just about everybody's reading. This can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Though I feel like, you know, this king is coming under the... And it can be a queen, you know. Just remember that when you're in a reading, let's say you're in a same-sex relationship. Just, you know, if you see a king and you're a queen, then it's a queen. You know what I mean? But this king would come to the table with integrity, in the upright. Definitely has integrity. This is someone who speaks the truth. And listen, I feel like I wouldn't have it any other way, especially with the Empress here. I wouldn't have it any other way. Many times, maybe in the Crystal Vision, I can't remember what decks, but you'll see this king has reached his mountaintop, which means he has overcome his challenges. That means he's ready to be a true partner. And then we have the Four of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles. But it is mirrored by the Four of Cups. First thing I feel like I have to say is, don't hold on too tightly to how something must be. Or let's say this is someone that you don't know, that someone's new. Listen, it's wrapped around love, no doubt, right? And I don't feel like this Three of Swords has anything to do with what's like the present moving forward. I feel like the Three of Swords is the past. And maybe that's why I've been kind of stuck in the Five of Cups. Again, focusing backwards. Understandably why. So I feel like this is just saying, you know, even if this is someone from the past, again, I feel like they would be coming with integrity. And I feel like the only thing is I just want to be careful that I'm not rigid with how things must be. Now, that doesn't mean accept something that's less. What it means is, you know, like maybe I'm praying for love. And maybe I'm stuck on Italian men. But then this Irish man walks in and just kind of sweeps me off my feet. Well, you're not Italian. No, I'm not. But I love you. You know what I mean? So it's like being open to what the universe wants to provide for you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. You know, Two Pentacles, they call the Juggler's card. I feel like the Two of Pentacles is using my logical mind as it relates to making a decision. Judgment underneath that, I feel like this decision needs to be made. You know, because Judgment is about like a call to the present moment, but a rebirth in your life. Will you allow it? Will you allow it? Don't forget, you have free will. The universe can provide you the most beautiful things in the world, but they may not look like what you're used to, so you're like, nah, I think I'll swipe right on that one, or I don't even know. Alright, let's bring in the crystal vision. Give them a cut, and let's go deeper. Let's get some real answers. Alright, so we're going to start at the top, but you know, we're going to read it as a whole. We have the Page of Pentacles over Justice. Certainly represents some of you have gone to law school, learned about the law. Maybe something happened that then intrigued you, you know, like you felt there was some type of injustice. So you're learning how you can, like, what can I do? Page of Pentacles is definitely on a path of knowledge. Alright, let's keep going. Whoa. Okay, well, the only one that came face up is the Seven of Swords. So untrustworthy energy. Interesting, because it's under do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially in creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent opportunity. Well, maybe there was someone in your work life that wasn't so fair. Wasn't so trustworthy. We have the Knight of Swords coming over the world. Hello, Ace of Cups. So now we have the Ace of Cups above the Five of Cups and below the Five of Cups, with the Knight of Swords next to it. Knight of Swords means this knight is coming into this next chapter, the world's energy. You know, I feel like the world's energy, I'm sure you've heard me say this a million times, is an everlasting energy. Like, so whatever I accumulate within this chapter, I feel like is what stays with me for the rest of my life. I feel it's very interesting that the Knight of Swords comes out, the knight that's bringing us, that's coming in towards us, with the King of Swords. That would make sense, right? And what is this knight carrying besides some type of communication? The Ace of Cups. Hello. What's your intentions? What are your intentions? Whoa. We have the Moon. Card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. We have another knight. Knight of Wands. Wow. This is a fast-moving knight. This is a knight that is action-inspired, passionate, desirable. When this knight reaches you, it definitely, I don't know, like it like gives you those butterflies. Someone's heading towards you, and they're heading towards you with love, and they're heading towards you with passion. Now, this is coming over the Three of Swords, and I feel like that's maybe why the Two of Pentacles is here. Like, And I feel like the Seven of Swords energy, like someone who's been untrustworthy, I feel like that still remains a little bit. And that may be a little bit of what needs to be cleared, you know. It's like, okay. Well, I won't even get into it, but I just feel like it needs to be cleared. And I feel like when it is, listen, even if, like, remnants of the Three of Swords, the heartache, still remain, I feel like this knight is able to push the rest of it away. Make you forget about it. And sometimes time is our best friend. Well, hello, Two of Cups right over the Ten of Cups. Soulmate right over the Ten of Cups. With the world above it. How beautiful. No wonder it's so passionate. You know, soulmates really are in each other's lives to help their lives be better. A soulmate type of love is usually a more gentle type of love. Now, it doesn't mean someone can't have problems, right? There won't be arguing because we are human. But at the same time, I feel like really anything can be overcome between these soulmates, especially coming over that Ten of Cups. We have the Tower. And then we have the Star. First of all, card of Aquarius. But this is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. Listen, I feel like this Tower is saying, I've had love before. And for whatever the reason, it didn't work out. Listen, someone may have been of a younger age. And now, you know, especially with the Knight. And then now the King. And I've been finding that in quite a few readings this month. You know, last year was the year of the lovers. And I feel like more twin flames got together last year. I don't want to say than ever, but a lot of them got together. This year, I feel like it's more about soulmates. And I feel like soulmates are going to find each other. They're going to find each other. Now, I do have to say, for some of you, this could represent someone of your past. With this Ace that's, you know, the Five of Cups being surrounded by the Ace of Cups. You know, maybe for whatever reason, that love had been lost. But maybe the love wasn't lost, but the relationship didn't work out. It may be coming back around again. But if that is the case, it would be something that you would want, because this is about your dreams, your wishes. And interesting that it comes over the Four of Cups. It's like, I have these dreams, I have these wishes, but then the Four of Cups is like, but I'm not really being proactive in it. I know why, because of the Tower, the previous Towers, and the previous Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups coming over the Hangman. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Hello, Capricorn. Can also be a Virgo or a Taurus. But I feel like it's representing you. Especially coming right over this King. With the Two of Cups right above it. Ten of Cups connected to it. Yet the Seven of Cups tells us what the hang-up is within the Hangman. I'm not sure. What if I choose this cup and it turns out to be the Three of Swords again? I mean, that's always a risk, right? But if the vibration has, like, you know, the Empress's energy is you, and that's a vibration. Think of like the law of attraction. If I'm in the Empress's energy, that means that I have remained loving and nurturing, but I'm also very strong and powerful. I have gained a lot of knowledge in this lifetime, and I use it to my advantage instead of, you know, like in the Five of Cups, like, everything I have lost. Don't know whether to pick up that cup or not. But interesting enough, it's something that you've been wishing for. And then we have the King of Cups. Well, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have Pisces on the board. We have Cancer's ruler on the board. But, you know, again, it doesn't have to mean any of that. I kind of like that we have the King of Swords and the King of Cups, because King of Cups is someone who definitely appreciates being in a relationship. I have to tell you, though, I feel like the King of Cups definitely needs time to reach maturity. Because I feel like until they reach maturity, it's hard for them to keep... I mean, that doesn't even sound right. I was going to say it's hard for them to keep their focus on one thing, but too bad. I feel like all of a sudden, like, well, too bad. But I feel like this is different now. So this king is about someone who really appreciates having that special person, you know, like my person. Okay. I want to just look at a couple things before we end this. Like, I really get what it's saying. But let's look at the Seven of Cups, because I feel like when this comes in, however it comes in for you, again, I feel like I have to kind of leave go of expectations. You know, if my vibration is of a high vibration, then that's the law of attraction. What comes back must also be of that vibration. If it's not, it would fall away very quickly, or you'd recognize it very quickly and be able to shut it down. You know, it is the difference of the Empress or the Four of Cups. Almost like I'm either the Empress or I'm in the Four of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. First of all, I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is your guardian angel. This knight is a very slow-moving knight. And maybe things have been moving slowly. Maybe because that's the way you wanted it. Or maybe it's just the way the universe needed it to happen. Because, listen, you know, what we got to remember when the world shows up, it is the next chapter. It's the next pinnacle in your life. That means that whatever was, a lot of that needs to go, right? Because it wouldn't serve you moving it forward, like the Three of Swords. It wouldn't serve me to keep that energy alive. The Empress doesn't need to. The Empress is like, okay, so they broke my heart, I get it. But I feel like I've also learned a lot in the same breath. Knight of Pentacles says, I'm going to reach you. And that you can count on. You know, this knight is bringing something into your physical world. You know, interesting, because this Knight of Wands is bringing energy, like passion and desire. This Knight of Swords is bringing truth and integrity and communication and honesty. This Knight is bringing something to your world that's tangible. You can taste it, you can smell it, you can touch it. Probably a person. Could be an opportunity, could be both. But this is meant to truly expand your world. You know, the Knight of Pentacles does not come in until it's the right time. Why? Well, because chances are I'd take this pentacle and just do nothing with it. This pentacle is too special. Don't forget about where we see that, like all the abundance, the potential of like really creating abundance for yourself. But also, I mean, it's like everything's being covered here. Like great abundance because of your work, but then also great love. Why? Well, probably because of your work, because you're clearing the energy of what was, right? If there's someone that I couldn't trust, I don't want to allow that energy to follow me. I just want to get rid of them. And if this is anyone who's coming back, You know, and I don't feel like it's someone that you can't trust. I feel like it's the opposite of that. So I feel like if someone comes in who, you know, Seven of Swords, it's almost like that narcissistic type of energy, and chances of them changing are very slim. So like if they're one of the, and I don't feel like it's them, but let's just say they make a repeat appearance, you should know that. You should feel that. Like, you should be able to feel whether someone's being truthful with you. Knight of Pentacles coming over that Seven of Cups, where you're trying to make that, you know, I feel like it's like the Knight saying, you just need to choose. And once you choose, just watch the energy start flowing your direction. You know, and then your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, it looks like that's exactly what this Knight is bringing in. Can you handle it? I mean, Capricorn, I feel like this is a beautiful reading. I feel like if someone from your past is coming back, then I feel like there is a real opportunity of healing that and starting anew. Again, I'm not talking about any type of narcissistic type energy. Because this love just feels too grand. And this, you know, it is a soulmate energy, and it goes right into the Ten of Cups. God, I could go on and on and on. And then it's right next to the Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Cups up here also. Tower here just says, you know, you've had love, you've lost love, but that doesn't mean love is over. Especially if you're with someone who is a karmic partner. Just means there was something, you know, maybe there was karma you had to pay back from a previous life. And if you left this person, then that karma is paid off. Shut that door. Send it to the universe. I paid off my karma. Now, let's start bringing in my blessings. All right. Let's read Jesus first. Okay. Mother Mary sends you this card because you have a close and personal relationship with her son, Jesus. They both hear and lovingly answer your prayers. Jesus offers healing support to you and your loved ones, as well as helping you have faith in God's miracles of love. This card is also a reminder that Jesus loves you and everyone on this planet, regardless of faith. He is a wonderful role model of forgiveness, integrity, and love that you can emulate in your current situation, Empress. All right, let's read health. This card comes to you as reassurance that your prayers about health and healing have reached heaven above. They may be answered differently than you expect, however, so it's important to stay alert and open to your intuitive feelings, which guide you to action steps. Take them, even if they seem illogical or unrelated to your prayers. Mother Mary sends you and your loved ones her blessings. Like her, you can receive and transmit God's magnificent healing love. You may even feel called to conduct healing sessions professionally, and this card assures you that your calling is fully supported by heaven. Wow. Okay, that's why I read them at the end. I feel like they're just so profound. You know, again, talking about, like, I want my dreams to come in, but I'm not going to, like, it has to be this way. You know, it's like heaven is hearing you. Heaven is hearing you. Now, just be open. Just be open. Close the doors to what's no longer serving you. And then allow what wants to come in to come in. Listen, you can always say no. right? But I feel like for some of you, like moving into your creative house definitely feels like intuitively guided. And I definitely feel love is just part of this path. You know, I just feel like this is going to be a very, very good year for you, Capricorn. Makes me think of your yearly. Oh my God, they're not on this channel. Dang it. I did all the yearlies for the every month, but it's on my channel that got hijacked and I cannot retrieve it yet. Hopefully I'll be able to. So some of you may have already watched the year in review, but when I can, I will upload them on here. Anyways, guys, what a reading. You know, it's like the best was saved for last. The best was saved for last. 2 Aces of Cups, the Soulmate, the 10 of Cups. The Knight of Cups, or Pentacles. You know, your guardian angel. The star, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. That's what's coming towards you. And I just pray that you're open to receiving. Remember, I have to be open to receiving. All right, guys, I love you. I thank you. And I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.